You guys, Purl 17. Here we are, two pearls in a pod. I'm Cheryl.
I'm Becky.
And we're coming to you from the Crafty Needle in Elmore, Ohio, where Becky's actually working today. Does Jordan watch these?
I think she does.
Oh, so you're double
Surprise.
dipping. Joanne, she's double dipping.
So we wanted to say thank you. We have so many new subscribers, and we really appreciate it. And don't forget to push the little bell, and you'll be notified when we put
Tell
out
your
the
friends.
new one. Yeah, tell your friends. Yes, and I think we can thank some of our new subscribers, Chevis, for some of those.
Right. Thanks, Chevy.
Yeah.
Well, grab your drink. Here we are.
Yep, we had a great time with her last weekend.
It's at the Otter Retreat.
Yes.
Man, that was a fun weekend. I went back to work and I was completely exhausted on Monday.
My poor gnome will never be the same. He was humiliated on our last podcast.
His public humiliation.
Yes. Yes, Gerald will never be the same. Oh, poor Gerald.
Like we said, we're two pearls in a pod, and here's our little card. I'll cover up my face. I'm pretty tired today. So we're on Instagram and Ravelry, and we also have a Facebook page that I need to get a little bit better on doing stuff with that.
I've been trying to post stuff on there a little more often, and I've been trying to be better at Instagram. I'm learning. I saw my granddaughter on there.
Uh-oh.
I love you, Morgan.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's a good girl.
Yes. Yes. So sometimes we show our works in progress also on the Facebook if you're not on Instagram. So check us out, Two Pearls in a Pod. And maybe follow us on there. That's where I've been posting. Well, I only did it once so far, but putting some bags on there that I sell.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe some new stitch markers.
Yeah, I might have a needle de-stash going on in the next couple weeks. I'm going to sell some of my needle interchangeable sets because I have several.
One or two.
I didn't actually officially count how many were in that picture that I sent you. I didn't want to know.
I think more than 12, I think.
Yeah, I think it's like 14 or 15.
I was showing Jim, look at this.
And I'm downsizing because in the money I'm using, I'm going to buy a set of signature needles.
Yes.
And perhaps a ho-he bag to keep them in. I'm on the fence about the ho-he bag. I'm not sure. I like it, but I don't know if I like it for the cost of it. So we'll see. I'm entering the frugal phase of my life with the motorcycle payment going on. So
we'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
but it's okay to like downsize some of your stuff you're not using.
I spent some time in the yarn room in my yarn cave over the weekend, and I took needles out of 8 projects and just ripped them all out. It was very liberating.
8, so remember that.
That was 8. I don't have an official count because I have more of.
Doesn't want to admit it.
No, what I have more of are projects that are not started in plastic bags with ready to go, but they're not started yet. So like a lot of like patterns with yarn and even with some needles in them. So I don't know.
It's your retirement.
Yeah, it is a big retirement project.
Yes. Yeah.
And I have cleaned up my yarn room quite a bit. It was time.
One of my whips that I keep thinking about is that I don't want to do, and I'm probably never going to finish, is a sock weight mitts, and one is completely done, but I have no interest in doing the second one, so I think I'm going to tear the first one back to be a yarn cozy.
Oh, what yarn was it with? Do I remember seeing those?
Probably not. It was early on.
You hit
them
from me.
It needs to go.
Yeah, and like...
I mean, it was a long time ago, and every time I go through my stuff, I'm like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I just need to be done with it. Pull it off the needles and move on.
My tastes have changed in the years that I've been knitting, and there's some things I still love and things that I'm like, nah, that's not going to bring me any happiness.
Well, and you know, originally when I started them, it was before we were doing those other mitts that are so nice. And so I don't even know. I don't want them. I don't know who I give them to. So it's like...
Right. What color are they?
They're green. I just need to like
Be done
write
with
it off. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like
Get my needles back.
the yarn that I pulled off, I bundled up, and it's in for next year's solder for the retreat to sell off at the retreat because we had
You don't even want the yarn.
no, yeah. Now
Right.
I don't even want the yarn. So we at solder retreat, you could take things to sell, and yarn was a big seller there. And like, did you sell all the yarn you took?
Most of it.
I mean, I only took a few skeins, and that was the first things
Right.
that were gone.
Right.
And I did sell a few of my Vera Bradley bags that I was trying to downsize, and I think I'm gonna Poshmark those. I'm gonna get rid of those too. I'm just in the mood to downsize and purge and get rid of stuff. And all I can think of, I've also started Christmas gifts for this coming Christmas.
Right.
Because then once motorcycle season hits, like, we're never home. And I'm never getting anything done. So I'm actually working on kind of an extensive little beaded kit right now for one of my aunts. And I'll have another one to do for my other aunt. And those little Mill Hill kits have gotten to be more detailed than they used to be. It used to be like 1 week and done. Well, this is taking me some time. But I need to get that done. So we'll see. I didn't bring it with me because it's like the beads and the fibers are all over, and I need to sit down and just do it. I probably have a couple more hours and I could be done with it.
Well, and I haven't done a hat yet for the veterans.
Yeah,
like I really want to
too.
get on that, and those, you know, you can almost do one in the evening. So
I have
need
a
to
hat pattern
throw
called the
those
Bulky
in.
Motorcyclist. Do you remember when I made that last year? I have one for myself.
Yes.
Well, when
Yep.
I was going through yarn that I didn't really want anymore, I found some bulky yarn that was gray that I think would look really nice because there was just one cable down the front, and I think it would look. So I think I'm going to do that, and I did that in a day and a half over a
Cables
weekend.
are fun. So
Yeah. Yep. So that was it. Should we talk about the hats since we're
sure.
So our motorcycle group, the Signature Harley, the ladies group is doing a hat drive for veterans for the Ohio Veterans Home, which is in Sandusky, Ohio. And we're asking people to make hats for us to donate. The veterans who live there, it's not like a complete nursing home. They can come and go. It's like an assisted living type of place. And many of them don't have family members close or maybe at all. So we are doing this drive that I think we're going to distribute them in November, but we're putting the call out for them to be made. And
I don't have our notes for what date. If you get them to us by,
yeah, I need to type something up
I'll
for
have to
that.
look again to see what the date was, but we're going to do some prizes.
Yes.
So they can be dropped off at Crafty Needle.
Or mailed into Crafty Needle. If you need the address, we can, message one of us.
Because it's a P.O. box.
Yeah.
So it'll need to go to a P.O. box.
So message one of us, and it could be sent to the Crafty Needle or dropped off at the Crafty Needle.
And if you put in care of 2 Pearls in a Pod,
they'll get it to
that
us.
way we'll know it's for the hat drive.
So we have that going, and I need to put a hat on for that. And I do have. I'm only doing
Right.
stash yarn for that.
Right.
So some of it's gonna be nice yarn.
Yep.
So
Sounds good.
And what else? So what else do we have going on? We have Adelaide Fiber Company trunk show.
Yes. She's coming in to do a trunk show. Her yarn is beautiful. And it's going to be March 21st from 10 to 3. And we'll have some other fun activities going. And we'd like to do a live podcast that day. So.
And the treats, I think, is it going to be what we talked about?
Yes.
It's going to be Costco cake.
Yes, some Costco cake. And
Costco
we'll have
cake is one of my
some
favorites.
coffee from next door. There's a little coffee shop next door. And so it'll be fun. And if you want to come in and sit and knit during the trunk show, that'd be great. So
Yeah, I messaged with Janice, I think on Facebook. She had posted her swan
from
show.
Adelaide Fiber.
Yeah, Janice from Adelaide Fiber, and I'm like, I can't wait to meet you. And she said she couldn't wait to sit and knit.
Because it's her yarn.
Yes, you should.
Let me show you. I have some Adelaide Fiber. And I'm making the Nanelchek Swan Show. Is it Boylan Knits?
Yeah, Caitlin Hunter. Boylan
I mean,
Knits.
it's one that's been around for a while, so a lot of people know it. But
We're a little bit late to the party.
yeah,
I'm not doing mine knit
so-
along style. I'm gonna do mine
see,
eventually.
This is I want to show the front because the back's a little bit. Yeah. So there is mine.
Oh,
So
look
far,
how
I'm getting a little
pretty.
bit further.
The colors are amazing.
I'm excited, and it's so soft. Her yarn is very soft. And
I can't
it'll
wait.
It's gonna
Yeah,
be.
I can't wait to start.
It's gonna be
mine.
nice to wear. I'm looking forward to it.
For Rhinebeck?
So. We'll see. We'll
I'm not
see.
completely committed to the Rhinebeck thing. I keep looking up
that's-
places to stay, and
That was added on to my original 20 projects, but I have finished some. So
did you add something else on too?
maybe
I think you did.
I did, but I also finished. I'm gonna tear out the mitts, so that takes one off my 20.
Oh yeah.
And I finished one, and I have another one almost finished. So
Well, should we talk about FOs first? What do you have FOs?
sure,
Did you bring FOs?
I have one.
What'd you finish? Oh. Oh yeah.
Tassels and all.
No tassels.
It's not. I didn't. What's it called?
Hat Dana.
No, I didn't block it.
Block
yet.
it.
But there's my.
And that
This
yarn
is Why Not Fiber.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I made the smaller size, which I shouldn't have, but I did. It's one size smaller than what I should have made as far as me wearing it. So I'll probably gift it.
I'm going, the next one that I make, and I have the yarn for it, it's a Madeline Tosh that I got at Yarn Envy on the going out of business sale. I'm going to size up a needle and make it a little bit looser in through here. Like I probably won't wear that one as a hat.
A bandana.
Yeah, I'll only wear it as a bandana. This type of cowl is my favorite. I love,
Yeah,
I don't have
love
to
it
fiddle
too.
with it. I don't like have to worry about how I'm going to tie it. When it comes to that tying, I'm challenged to how I'm going to wear it.
I do have this. This is Gerald's friend that Christy made me at Christmas time, a little gnome.
It's cute.
Trying to think, I called him something yesterday. I don't know, I have to let you know his name, but this is Gerald's friend.
I have one that Crystal from work made me for Christmas.
So he's really cute, though it's crocheted. I told Christy she should do a little make and take class on this. Wouldn't that be cute?
Yeah, that's really
Because
cute.
she just designed it herself, because I told her she should make me one, and she did.
That's cute.
So I have a gnome collection of knitted and crochet of 2. So
That's cute.
that's all I have for finished. What
I
else
have
do you
too.
have finished?
So I have my hat Dana that was made out of the faded yarn. I did not put the tassels on because they would have been gray. Because of how I
Still would
started
be
it.
cute,
so I
though.
did not put the tassels on it. I think the next one I'm going to put
like
the tassels on.
tassels.
And then I have from Heidi and Lana, this is the hat called Season. And I bought the kit for it. It's cast on in vermilion. Probably, I don't know, was it in November or December that Margaret was there with the trunk show? And so I love it. It has her little tag on it.
And if you get this pattern,
Just follow the direction.
It. Just trust it and do it. Because Cheryl was sweating over it.
Yeah, I'm like, it's a provisional cast on, and then you like, but it worked out, and I do,
Yeah, it's
I
really
do
cute.
love,
It makes a nice edge, so you have to just trust it.
and I did block it, which I don't always block hats, but I had to block it to make this sit right, or else it wasn't gonna sit right across my, like around here on the brim. Those are my only 2 finished, but I think that's pretty good because at retreat I did not get as much accomplished as I thought I would. There was a lot more talking and screwing around.
It was
than
so much
previous
fun,
years.
though. So I had bought, which I had showed this before, but I bought a bin at Rhinebeck, and then it sat in my room for a little bit. But I decided it would be perfect to take on the retreat, and then I could display all my pins without worrying about losing them on different bags. And I got this at the haberdashery. What is it? Brooklyn Haberdashery. I left the card in here
It
so
was-
that in case anyone asked.
It was a
that's where I got
really
it.
cool, they had a really cool little,
And their booth was so crowded, but I saw this and I just kept walking back by because I just thought it was so cool. And then, so I loaded it with anything I thought I could, whatever
so
use.
you added the things that you were missing.
I did.
So you were missing
So,
this.
you know, they
for
were
Lifeline.
teasing me about it. And then, you know, they want to know how much it costs. And
No.
we're not going to talk. I'm not going to say how much it costs.
No, I looked it up. Because
Yes.
I have FOMO now. I wish I would have bought one.
But someone at the retreat said sometimes you have, what did they call it? Like a retreat or Fiberfest. Like, oh, hi. I was on a Rhinebeck high, and I had to have it. And there are so many little pockets. There's pockets
really
all the
cute.
way around on the outside, little pockets here and there. And so then after they made fun of me because of how much it costs, then someone would go, oh, I need this, or hey, do you have in your bin, do you have this, or do you have that? And all but 2 things I was able to pull out of there.
Which they're in there now.
And they are. Someone wanted a nail file, so I added a nail file, Color Street nail file. And I didn't have material for a lifeline, so I added some Purl cotton for a lifeline. I even have my lip gloss in here. And lipstick. Woo, both in here. So anything you can think of,
yeah.
I have in here. I have my light, I have, you know, pencils and
Yes,
just-
I have the FOMO, and I wish I would have
I
bought
still
one.
I love it.
Because
So,
when you're on vacation money doesn't count. Well, I'm not
That's
on
right.
vacation right now. I should have bought it online while we were on retreat.
yeah, there you go.
Then it would have been acceptable.
If we go on one of our road trips and someone has it, you can always do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the little bins inside were separate, of course. So
Yeah, if
it
she gets
was
robbed,
not-
she needs to insure that on her
I do.
homeowner's policy.
you know, like people leave stuff out all night at the retreat. I took this back to the room every night because, I mean, not just the bag, but
After I
everything I have
announced-
in it.
After I announced how much
Yes.
it cost.
And so one of the other girls says, I'm not going to lie. I'm online looking for one of those. So
It's really cute. I
love it.
have FOMO. I should have bought it. Rhinebeck was very overwhelming, and that was a very busy. Even on Sunday, they were really busy.
I know
there.
you couldn't get through their booth. And then then those booths that you can't hardly walk through, you're like, what is in there? And I just spotted it and I really
They had a
liked
lot
it,
of
so.
like embroidery, like kind of old school embroidery. It was really
a
unusual,
lot of
their
really
booth.
cool stuff.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was good. But
Yep.
I want to tell them the number of how much
No,
it
no.
cost.
So if you're curious, just
can
look at
Uh-huh.
Brooklyn Haberdashery. Not you, Jim. Everyone else. Not my husband. Don't look. But like I said, it was.
Yeah, I can tell Don.
I'm
You know what
happy.
Becky paid for that?
I'm happy that I got it. So
It's super cute.
yeah. You know, it's worth it just to store my pins on.
I got my FOMO on it, so I might put my pins out. Well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Where are we at?
Wanna do?
We got whips. You want
whips?
to talk about your whips?
Whip it.
How many whips did you bring?
Okay, well, I only brought, my Swan Show, which
Okay.
I showed already. And then I have, this is a bandana cowl, but it's bigger. Look how well I mark stuff up. Like, there's notes all over it. So the name of it is...
Is it a purchase pattern?
Yes. Maybe I can find the beginning.
Yeah, that's
I'm
really
not even
cute.
going to try to pronounce it. That's what it's called. I think she's wearing 2 of them in this picture.
Let me see
So
the picture.
I am using Simplicity Haiku. And, well, it's color
That's nice.
920. And it's really soft. And I would have had it done last night, but I ran out of yarn and I had to get some more yarn today. So this is the front.
This is by Isabel Kramer.
Yep. And it's an easy knit. Look at my hamburger.
Did you join it
from
together?
My fish sandwich. Yes.
Does it get joined? So it's kind of joined together like the shift.
Yes. So it'll be this.
That's really cute.
These two sides here will be, and you can see like that's all the further I had to go.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Yeah.
it'll be
That's
together.
And see that type of cowl is, I love it.
Yeah.
Like you just can wear it over. You're not.
So I will
messing
have
around.
that done tonight because that's going to be what when I finally stop for the night. That's what I'll do.
So I brought. Is that all for your whips? Just brought two.
Oh no, I
things.
have one more, but
Go ahead.
you can go if you want.
No, finish yours.
Okay.
I wanna know.
Wow.
I'm looking at the bottom. Okay, so you have any. Oh, I know what this is. This is really cute.
And I just put everything in this little box. What? Okay, so I got this for Christmas from Cheryl. Was it last year?
It was last
a
year.
year ago Christmas.
Yeah, it was like Christmas of 2018.
And so I'm using one skein of yarn, so I have one thread coming through here and one through here because I'm doing two socks at once. And this is Earth Tones Girl, her class that she's doing right now. And it's an amazing class. I made 4 pair of socks, but I learned so much just from,
It's a free class.
yes, just from the few classes that she's done already. She sells a pattern to go with it that's only $5 on Ravelry.
And she's putting a lot of time into these
she
classes.
is.
Like,
I love her, and we saw her at Rhinebeck, and I so wish we could
biggest
have met
regret.
her.
And we seen her at Needles Up, and
So-
we should have. I should have went up and talked to her. I don't know why I didn't.
So I'm using my shorty set, my Chow Goo, and so I have one long needle and one short needle on each because it comes with both. So I have both of my socks to this point where I'm ready for the next class. So
Oh, that's really. So is this 2 classes?
yes, well actually it's 3 because she does.
Yeah,
the
I
first
watched
one,
the first one.
Kind of just tells you what to expect and what materials you need
And how she was gonna record
And,
and
you know,
upload on Saturdays.
yes, and Saturday morning I kept checking. I was so excited to watch the third one. I love her. She's a good teacher. I don't know, I can't even tell you how much I love her. So these will just be shorties, and she teaches,
So cute.
so far she's teaching magic loop and then two
circs.
Yeah. So, and I don't even know what this yarn is. I just grabbed something out of my stash.
I have
I
some
really
yarn.
don't know what it is, and I thought, well, that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to continue, like, even if I have to watch her video again to start. But, so you know how you get that laddering a little bit, and you just can't help it. Look, there is no laddering at all.
I might try to cast that on tonight.
No laddering at all. I'm so excited. It's going to be
Yeah,
I'm very
I
excited.
need to get on the bandwagon with that because I think that would help me with my socks.
Yes. I love these little thin cords on here. So that's all I brought because I'm trying to concentrate. Well, now I can't do these, and I mean, I'm done with these until the next class.
You said that people were
But-
kind of giving her grief about
About talking too long or whatever. She did not. It was amazing. And, you know, I just feel like, well, one thing, like if I'm watching, I didn't do it to hers, but like if I'm watching a podcast and I don't have a lot of time or it's moving too slow, I just set the speed a little faster and they talk a little faster. And so someone could do that if they
Right.
didn't like how long it was taking.
And my thing with the
But-
people who are complaining, like,
don't watch it.
don't watch it then.
Yeah.
Like, or you go ahead and teach the class then.
Yeah. And
do
she
one.
says that it really is for beginners. You know, someone who's just starting. And like I said, I've made
Yeah.
4 pair of socks, which I know is not a lot, but I just haven't been happy with.
I have 2 single socks.
Yeah.
I do not have a pair
that don't match.
That don't match. Mm-hmm.
I just haven't been real happy with, like, I don't have the confidence in sock making that I'd like to have, and I just really think this is going to help, and it already has.
Yeah.
So I really think if you've never made socks and you really want to learn, this will be the way to go. Mm-hmm. So, and like, you know, it's a free class. She is going to have, she's going to sell project bags and, of course, her pattern. I would recommend buying her pattern. She says you don't have to, but I thought with everything she's doing.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot for free. Mm-hmm. And I think it's a lot for free, so people don't complain about it.
Right.
You know, like, it's free.
Change the channel if you don't like it. Yep.
All right.
So that's all I brought because I'm trying to concentrate on my swan show, and soon I'll have that other project done. So.
Well, I have the baby blanket that I have an inch and a half to go, so I'm hoping to finish this tonight. The baby blanket for my grandbaby Rhett is just about done.
You can see the edging this way.
Yeah.
Isn't that pretty?
So, and I've talked about this before.
So cuddly.
It is the Malt Blanket by Tin Can Knits. So it was a free pattern. I'll make this again. This has been really nice. The yarn is Washted by Malabrigo.
And it's a relaxing knit, isn't it?
It's
something
easy.
You can enjoy on your new needles.
Yeah. Yeah, my new needles. Those are my Jimmy Beans. Or no, they're not Jimmy Beans anymore. They're Knit Picks. Mm-hmm. But they are, I forget what they're called. I worked an off shift last night, so I got off work at 2 a.m.
That's okay.
So I
didn't work off shift, and I still don't know
I got off shift brain fog right now. So I have that, and then the only other thing I brought to work on is something that is languishing, and we had our picture at Solder.
Did you get it off the island?
Well, this wasn't on the island.
Oh yeah.
It just
I didn't bring mine today.
It's boring. It's not fun. I like the finished product. It's the Zig Zag with 2 different sock yarns, and it's just kind of back and forth. And this might be this summer when I'm traveling. This might be what I knit on to try to get
I guess
this done.
sometimes when we're on the motorcycle trip somewhere, you know, we might only be sitting 10 minutes, so that'd be easy to take out and just do a couple rows and
small enough that I could carry it. You know, I could put it in a bag even smaller than this to shove in something. I don't know that I would knit this when I was a passenger.
Is that hat new, or is that just
No, that's old. I was gonna wear it. I just wasn't sure if I was gonna wear this hat because I'm kind of mismatched. This is that the CC beanie.
I've never made one of those.
You haven't?
No, I'm wearing my Perfect Blonde. I have wore this a lot. The Casapinka Perfect Blonde.
This, so I love my little, what do you want to call this?
Spinner?
My little yarn trolley, my yarn, I don't know.
I'm sure they have a name.
This is at Shepherd's Woodworking. He'll be set up at the Black Swamp Fiber Festival? No. Is that what it is? In Bowling Green at the end of March?
Yeah, I think it's
the Black Swamp Fiber Festival. They set up.
So we also got what is the name on that? What's the name of his?
Shepherd's Woodworking.
Okay. Heather Shepherd's Woodworking. That's where we got our Swifts. So also, if you tell us in the comments, tell us what kind of Swift you use, and we'll put a picture right here of this is Tim, who is Heather's Swift.
Speaking of Tim.
Yeah, Tim.
Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim. You ignored me at the retreat. And I was sad I was truly sad that night.
I thought he was friendly.
He apparently,
you must scare him.
I have a potty mouth, I think, and that might have gotten to him. Yeah. So Tim, you hurt,
Next time you
hurt
better
my
say hi to
feelings.
Cheryl.
You didn't say hi. And I think I was being pretty good at the point that he was there. I wasn't too crazy until...
You didn't call anybody an asshole the whole retreat. That's a first. Or did you?
I might have.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I might have.
Andrea? No, not
No,
Andrea.
I don't think it was Andrea. No, maybe we better keep it to ourselves.
Yeah, okay.
Moving on to acquisitions.
Acquisitions.
So...
I might have one.
Well... So we're at the retreat, and you know that money that you
Look,
spend
mine
on
has cat
vacation
hair on
doesn't
it.
count. And I wanted to buy something from Fringe. I wanted the porter bin.
Too much for my blood. I would never buy one.
I wanted the porter bin. I have like a deck and some Amish furniture that I sit on outside in the summertime, and I just thought this would be a really, like, I can take it outside. I can have it on my...
He has little handles.
It has these little handles. I'm going to put my pins on this because I don't believe I'm going to travel this around a whole lot.
Yeah.
This is going to be a kind of a sit and just have in my craft room. And then it'll also, my cats don't really get into my stuff too much, but it will tuck things away and then the cats won't.
Mine do.
So I was talking and I'm like, don't you want one? Don't you want one? Look at how nice it is. So the order was placed on Saturday night. We got free shipping.
Do it.
We got free shipping.
Do it. I've been using mine. You haven't used yours.
I haven't because I was waiting to show
Mine even has
it.
cat hair on it already. So I get mine, and she gives it to me at open needle night, and everyone's going, "Oh, I thought it was a pair of man's pants sitting there." So mine looks like a pair of Carhartt.
You should put a little butt crack up here. You
I
could
should,
get
a
something that
little
has like a
fly.
little butt crack or something. Yeah, like a fly on there and then like a
Yeah.
butt crack on the back.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
So here's mine.
Yeah, so I did the olive green, which is my
Mine's
favorite.
Toffee.
I do like that.
Toffee or men's Carhartt pants.
I wish I would have bought olive
the
green
belt.
for this.
But they didn't have it, you said.
Not at the time they didn't for my the field bag that I have. And I have lost pins off of bags that I've taken around. So these pins are going to be moved to this bag. So I have...
Well, and this actually fits down in my bag, too.
So
which
see,
is kind of nice.
it worked out for you then.
It fits down in there, and I still have room for a project or two.
So I have one other acquisition.
Only one?
I do, because life got busy after retreat, and then I just didn't have time to be on the run. Except that damn Brenda, at Cast On over in Vermilion, she had a Chelsea Lux truck show, and she posted it, and she sent an email out about it. She Instagrammed it and tortured me with it to no end. So Thursday, I went and got this and this, which I'm not...
I remember when she talked about that colorway on her podcast.
It is the stilettos and jeans is what it's called. And the pattern, which was free, and it is free on Ravelry, the Midtown hat and the Midtown cowl. So there was a hat, and I guess these two skeins make the hat and the cowl. So I just had to have it.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do with mine. Mine are more like pink or more purpley though.
There was another hat, and it's on Ravelry. She's like, I think 3 or 4 patterns that are free on Ravelry. I do love this yarn. It's superwash merino and 10% nylon, 438 yards. This I've never worked with mohair, and I might hate my life, but we'll see. 459 yards.
So when you knit with that, you knit one or the other? Have you read the pattern yet?
No.
I just wondered
In
if
the
it
hat,
was...
they're together,
Oh, okay.
I think. I don't know. I haven't read the pattern.
I don't know either. We'll have
Maybe
to
that
look.
would be helpful for me. That's all I bought.
So I got a little Pineapple Yarns bag and some sock yarn with it. And I ordered it online.
Was that on Etsy or was it just from her
Etsy,
direct?
I believe.
She has a podcast out too.
Yeah, she does. Pineapple Yarns podcast. And there's a little, I'll put it on right there. Is it Progress Keeper?
And then this is right here too.
Yep, little pineapple in the bag. And then she sent a little thank you for your order, a little gummy.
It's really cute.
Maybe these will be the next socks. I don't know. Who knows?
It's cute.
But I've been wanting something yellow for a while. And it has a lot of yellow in it, so.
Did she have any other colors, or was
sure
that
she does.
Or was that it? I meant
This
in
was
the
just
bag.
one that I don't know. Every now and then she does a.
I like how her tag is sewn on there. Here's I'll give that to you when we're done. The thing. So is that all?
And then, well, I had went before the retreat to Yarn Envy that is closing, and they're on Stearns Road in Michigan, not far from us.
Just north of Toledo, just like a mile
We've
out of
talked
Toledo.
about them before. We've had some footage on here, and we also have went there often to knit on Saturdays. And so I just bought some things. There's a little headband, and I don't remember what the pattern is. I have it in my queue, but so I just got some stuff that was on sale. It has a little bit of sparkle to it. So I got a couple of those to do the headbands.
It's cute.
And then this is the
Yeah, that's cute too.
Louisa Harding, a little shawl. And I got a couple different colors to do.
That's really pretty.
This and this. And of course everything was on sale, so
I think right now everything in this store is 30% off.
yes.
And I was up there on Saturday because I picked up a 1x4 cube that I bought from them, and yeah, there was still Malabrigo back there. There was still Madeline Tosh, some sock yarn. There's a lot of sock yarn.
And this is from Universal. It's a cotton yarn sea spray. Just trying to see if there is a colorway on it.
Apricot.
Color 312. Did you see apricot?
It's
on
an
there?
apricot right there. Look.
Oh,
Right there.
in the big letters. I just thought it was pretty, and I want to do some hot pads.
Yeah, that'll be pretty.
And then the only other thing I got there was, this is just some Encore, but I like the colorway and thought maybe I'd do a sweater for Ruby, or
Yeah, that's
so I got
cute.
enough of this to do a sweater. But that's it. That's all I got. So we talked about the five.
Yeah, the Adelaide.
Adelaide, yeah.
And then Bowling Green at the
Oh, yeah.
at the Wood County Fairgrounds. It is the last Saturday in March, which is March 28th.
Because it's the week after the trunk show.
Yep, it's the BSSG. It's like the Black Swamp and Spinners Guild, I think, Market Day. I think that's what it stands for. It's at 13800 West Poe Road in Bowling Green. We plan on going there probably right when they open, because I'll shop. I think Bad Amy is usually there.
Yeah, Bad Amy's usually
usually make
there,
my Bad
behind the
Amy purchase.
pines. Our guy that does the woodworking.
Yeah, the Shepherd's Woodworking.
There's actually a lot of booths there, I think. A good amount.
And then I think
a
we
nice
were
little
gonna
show.
set up, and when you walk in to the right, there's some booths over there, but there's like a place to get like
Yeah, some lunch.
snacks, like
hot
or,
dog or
like
something, yeah.
shredded chicken, and they have that on the right side when you first walk in. At the back of that building is some tables that we were just gonna sit and knit at. So if you're there, come and knit with us. Come and say hi.
Come and say hi, yep.
Maybe we'll
Yeah,
have some
love
little
to meet
progress
ya.
keepers to pass out if you come up
yeah.
and say hi to us. Some little progress keepers, like, do we have some over here? Hold on. There's one right here. So I think we still have some left.
We do.
So there's our little
I was going to show my little gnome. but I don't know what I do with
progress
it.
keepers. So if you come and say hi to us, might be passing those out.
I wonder if find my little gnome. Try and get my little gnome out of his cage. So I have some of these for sale, little progress keepers. If you're interested in a little gnome, contact me on my Facebook, on our Two Pearls in a Pod Facebook. And
Or you
let
could
me
take
know
them with you
gnome.
to Black
I'll put 'em
Swamp
on there.
also.
Yep.
So I think that's it. Do we have anything else?
I know.
It's gonna be a short one.
So,
We'll be just at 40 minutes.
wow, that's right.
If we don't wait forever to podcast, and it doesn't
Yes.
take 62 hours.
Well, I just feel like I haven't finished a lot of stuff
No.
lately, but.
I mean, why did the hat, this thing, blanket?
So I watched, I can't remember whose podcast it was, just the other day. It just came out the other day, and I thought it was kind of funny because she talked about getting all your whips out and cataloging them, which is what I did before that. But she said to designate, I think she said 3 of them, and designate like 12 hours, not all at once, but time yourself 12 hours on this project, and then move to the next one for 12
That's a good
hours,
idea.
and move the next one for 12 hours, and just to finish up your whips. And then
I know some other podcasters talk about like certain days of the week. Legacy Fiber Arts, Sue talks about that. Where like on Sundays, I think she cross stitches.
Oh, okay.
You know, like she only cross stitches on certain days. I just, I think I don't know. Yeah, I get my ADD kicks in, and then I have a bunch of projects all over, and I'm not finishing anything.
I know. I did start to, I started my sweater after I counted my 20, and then I started my socks, but I'm still down to 18, even adding those on.
And you're gonna tear out something.
And I'm going to tear out something, but it just has like made me think about it more, how I want to get those whips finished up. And some of them are really close, and it just is a matter of like, I'm trying to concentrate on them.
Getting them off the island.
Yes, and I'll finish up my bandana, and then I'll pull something else out in place of that to work on. And there's nothing there's tons of stuff I'd love to start, but until I finish up a couple more, I don't really want to put anything else new on the needles.
Well, I was thinking about making hat-danas for Christmas for people, but I don't know if I'm gonna push myself like that. And I've given some things away, and I haven't seen people wearing them. So like, I'm not gonna keep making stuff if I'm not seeing, like, because if you don't like it, if you don't love it, like, I'm not gonna waste my time on it.
I wore my hat-dana you gave me a lot. I really have worn a lot.
You're very knit-worthy.
And I have wore my my sheep hat several times
yeah, that
also.
sheep hat. I need to make that other one. I'm nervous.
That one is really nice when it's really cold.
Yeah.
It's nice and warm.
I'm nervous about running out of yarn for that again.
And then I think it's called the 32 color hat. I wore that to the grocery store yesterday because I had a little bedhead going on, and
cover it up.
like I just didn't feel like dealing with it. And I had to run my grandson to get his iPad at his house because he didn't realize there wasn't school. He came prepared for school. When his mom dropped him off, he was like, I gotta go to school. No, you don't. So we ran and got his iPad, and then went to the grocery store, and I just pulled the hat on and
and be done with it.
Yeah,
It's kind of what I did today.
like I would not, before all this knitting stuff, I wouldn't wear a hat for anything, and I guess I'm just getting used to it. Like, I still don't think they look good on me, but it's okay.
You're so hard on yourself. They do.
When we moved and it was like 7 below 0, I'm telling you, I wore that hat all the time. So.
All right. So we'll see. We got a lot coming up here.
Yes,
Fiber
don't
festivals.
forget to come and see it. Well, we'll probably, I don't know if we'll podcast again before the
trunk show.
trunk show or not, but
Because it's a month away.
21st of March. Yeah, so we may.
Yeah, we'll probably get one more in.
But we hope to see you there or at the Fiber Festival. And I'm still trying to get her to commit to a knit along. We'll see.
No mess on the knit-alongs.
Maybe. We'll
Nope.
see.
Nope,
All righty.
It's a no can do.
Thanks for joining us and for subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Happy knitting.